Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Luqmanul Hakim Munif, student college of University Muhammadiyah Tangerang. NPM 207420163. Today I will explain about fake social on social media.
Cruel social media remarks. Facebook comments have been pouring in after 4 people died while hiking.
You're dealing with an addicted generation.
This is a big time bomb ticking.
These kids who commit suicide, you go look at their Instagrams, you would have no clue.
Mr. Zuckerberg, would you be comfortable sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
No. People who spend more time on Facebook suffer higher rates of depression than people who spend less time on Facebook. It'll destroy relationships, it'll cost time, and it'll cost money, and it'll make your life worse.
To be human means that you are pursuable in every single moment. It doesn't matter what language you speak, it doesn't matter how intelligent you are. It's not about what someone knows, it's about how your mind actually works. We are all vulnerable to social approval. We really care what other people think of us. And so, when we get new likes on our photo, social media algorithm knowing this could actually message me and say, "Oh, you have a new likes on your photo." It knows that we'll be vulnerable to that moment because we all really care about when we are tagged in a photo or when we have a new profile photo. I mean, we can all feel it. And it's as if we've been infected. When you upload a new photo on your social media, that's a moment where our mind is very vulnerable to knowing what other people think of my new profile photo. It is as if they drill a hole in the back of our head and know they've injected the virus. And now we walk around searching for feedback using social media. And now let me see the conversation about this title. Check it out.
We know that engagement with social media and our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the exact same chemical that makes us feel good when we smoke, when we drink, and when we gamble. In other words, it's highly, highly addictive. You have an entire generation that has access to an addictive, numbing chemical called dopamine through social media and cell phones as they're going through the high stress. They don't have the coping mechanisms to deal with stress. So when significant stress starts to show up in their lives, they're not turning to a person, they're turning to social media. They're turning to these things which offer temporary relief. We know, the science is clear, we know that people who spend more time on Facebook suffer higher rates of depression than people who spend less time on Facebook. That's a problem. That's an addiction. If you're sitting in a meeting with people you're supposed to be listening to and speaking, and you put your phone on the table, you're just not that important.
Combine the fact that they are so good at Facebook and Instagram. They are good at putting filters on everything. So they are good at showing you how smart and strong they are. These kids who commit suicide, you go look at their Instagram, you would have no clue that they were depressed. People look like they have a much better life than they really do. People are posting pictures of when they were really happy. They are modifying those pictures to be better looking. People basically seem they are way better looking than they basically really are. And they are way happier seeming than they really are. So, if you look at everyone on Instagram, you might think, all these happy, beautiful people, and I'm not good looking, and I'm not happy, so I must stop. Some of the happiest seeming people actually some of the saddest people in reality. And now let me see some advice for this title. Check it out.
Social media isn't real, but you don't ever see real life, the 99% of our lives, the behind the scenes, the unglamorous, unfiltered, day-to-day, bland normality. And you end up comparing your behind the scenes to other people's fake highlight reel and using others as a mirror or benchmark for how you should look, how successful you should be, or how you should live. You'll become your happier self when you stop putting pressure on yourself to be more like someone else.
And they know that this causes depression.
They're injecting things into your head that you didn't ask for. Our lives are becoming more transparent, just inevitably. It's just pulling us.
It'll destroy relationships, it'll cost time, and it'll cost money, and it'll make your life worse.
If you've messaged anybody this week, would you share with us the names of the people you've messaged?
No.
And one of bad effect of social media is a bad mental health. By according to a recent survey of almost 1,500 teens and young adults by the Royal Society for Public Health and the Young Health Movement in the United Kingdom, Instagram is the most damaging social media platform on mental health. The image sharing platform causes high level of anxiety and depression. Sometimes all you do is see people who might not even be your friend on holiday or enjoying nights out. They can make you feel like you are missing out or not doing enough with your life. Social media was created to be a positive outlet, a platform for people to express themselves. It has now become an avenue of negativity. If any celebrity, athlete, or political party sends out a tweet that the public doesn't agree with, they can be taken down with a physically overwhelming injection of cyberbullying. If you don't have thick skin, you can easily change how you are and what you stand for fear of being criticized by your follower. I sometimes think twice about the photos I post online. I wonder if I'm not narcissistic, posting yet another photo of myself having a great time with my friend. I wonder if people critique me for enjoying my life and bit too much. These feelings promote a compare and despair attitude, where we look at what someone else has and wonder why we cannot be the same. I have to force myself not to look at Instagram or Facebook first thing in the morning, because it usually sets the tone of my day. While I'm getting out of bed to go to my day job, influencer Karen is jetting off to London to enjoy a dinner hosted by a famous candle company. It gets to you after a while. You realize that your hair isn't perfect and your outfit is average, and then you are unhappy. Maybe just that where I can speak to you all. I'm so sorry for all mistake in this video. I hope you enjoying this video. Thank you. Love you guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's a wrap.